toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on another team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Canes will kick it away to start us off. Coming out with it, it's Lucas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
This defense has kept him backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He lofted high and deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. The Noles will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Secures it at the 30. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Beck. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important, that had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the Dome. Finds a crease at the 20. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And the Canes have this offense rolling. A first down run in the red zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Canes!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football team.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Gets it to him on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. The Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. On fourth down, trying to find his man. That's reeled in. It's Copeland. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. Got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Oh, he's got some space. Going over. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And the Seminoles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running back searching for a hole. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And the point after is good. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. It's back. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with the clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Going to swing it on second down. He unleashes a long one. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Hunt is on its way. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
The give to the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Off the play fake. Looking for an open area to his left. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That's That's an interesting call, going play action on 3rd and long, because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field. You saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. All the way back to the 15. Oh, he got loose. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Off play action on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Second down coming up. Back to throw, it's Beck. Now he's going to break the pocket. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, but we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
He gets it away from his end zone, and a very good kick here. Puts it in at the 40. He gets a block. Smashes through the tackle. Very little will make a crowd hold his breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Hey, look, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. The quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They'll line up for a second down play. Now the play fake. Might be looking to run. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through. There he goes! Touchdown Seminoles! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that's That's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Fake on first down. He's going up top. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, on this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling.
Sends it downfield, and it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
And 3 plays into this drive, and it's apparent what this offense wants to do. They're going to take shots down the field. They're going to be aggressive.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They're bringing the chop, they're bringing the noise on third down at the dome. To throw, it's back. That's caught. It's Daniels. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
To the air on second down. And that one's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. Snagged in the middle. It's White. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that one.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. He's going to run it.
How about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first.
That throws for the end zone. They dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pocket breaking down. Pass ball's incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. The Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open the second half with a run. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Scanning the field, it's back. Swings it out to his running back. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Bringing the heat. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lucas. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. As they open this possession from their own 20. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
Holds and fires it complete to the right. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. On the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Miami. The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air, it's Castellanos. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Davis.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Guard in the backfield. It's McLaughlin. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
The short hands, it's Robinson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll try to power their way ahead. That's 20. He's got space. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down.
And 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution. Picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's White. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Hauls it in. Touchdown, no! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Marion. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. On the run, it's Fletcher. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on.
He tries to take the top off. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
He just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it, you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Looking to throw, it's Beck. He's not afraid to go deep. Falls in the deep ball. Hits the crease. Past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, K.
Man, the defense is got to be kicking themselves. They had the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap it off by saying so much for bad field position, a 91-yard scoring toss. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lucas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The run from the shotgun. Turning it on! And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get the space and make the big game.
Off over the middle, it's Williams. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before. He makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Catch in the middle. It's Robinson. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Down as we open the final stanza. The give is to Williams. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Touchdown, Florida State. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Marion. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pulls it in, it's Fletcher. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Quarterback adapted. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to throw, it's Beck. That's caught, it's Daniels. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. Games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On the move, it's Fletcher. Fighting off the defender. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle back.
Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now, the 7th sack of the game.
They punted away on 4th down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They want that clock to run. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the 4th quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. On the move, he fires. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful back.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
touchback, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's back. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's a good job by this defense. The two-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating. And you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Catch in stride inside the 15.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And they're looking for a fourth-quarter lead, and they'll need a touchdown to do it. First and goal. Defense in press coverage. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Canes trying to cash it in on first and goal. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And it's picked off at the goal line. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And what a play by the defense, right? You got the lead, but your backs are up against the wall down in your own red zone. Someone's got to be able to step up and make a play. And he delivers in the end zone, getting the INT, preserving his team's lead here late.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give is to Williams. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. It rarely disappoints when the Seminoles and Hurricanes get together, and it is Florida State celebrating the flaming spear of victory by taking down the U. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College